To prepare for taking the exam, we want to make sure we're very comfortable with sketch relationships. Let's go over a few. I have a couple different lines here on the screen. First things first, I'm going to click on this line here, hold down Control, choose this line here, and as soon as I release Control, it gives me this little in context window that pops up. I also have the same relationships over here on the side. So collinear makes these two lines one line, or one line in a row. I can then move that line around, but no matter what, these two lines are always going to be collinear. Okay. How about equal? How about this line here? Hold down Control, pick that line right there, and release Control, and I get the option for equal. Now I can snap endpoints, so I can say this endpoint here is going to snap to the end there, and I can take this endpoint here and snap that one to there. Now these are equal, but they're not parallel, so let's go ahead and take this line here and make this one here, let go of Control, and say I want to make those parallel. All right. Same thing on this one over here. I can grab this line here. I can make it, for instance, horizontal. I can delete that if I don't want it. I could then move it around, and I can say this line is going to be vertical. Another option there. So if I have a vertical relationship or a horizontal relationship, then I can go and add other points to it. I can grab this one here and drag that over there. I can use something like a horizontal here on the bottom to make a rectangle. I can say like this line here and this line here are both equal. I can take this point here and I can drag it to the origin and snap it on there. So a lot of different things I can do with these relationships, and I can create and delete relationships very easily. If you create a relationship you don't want it, you can always just click on the line, click on the little box next to the line, and then just hit delete to remove that relationship. That way I can then move this around. I can rotate the line. I can add a lot of different things to it. I can add a relationship. I can add a dimension. I could say this is going to be 70, and it pushes the whole design over. So there's a lot of different relationships that we can add, a lot of relationships we can remove, but adding relationships really saves us a lot of time in our design sketches because I'm not having to add excessive amounts of dimensions. I can just add more relationships to define my shape. Again, when we're creating sketches for the parts, adding a lot of relationships will help us make a more defined part that's easy to modify from part to part throughout the exam.